Good morning, my beloved community. Hi. I miss you all. I love you. It's great to see your faces. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Delaware. If you are new to our services, welcome. I am Sharon Bousquet. I am the music director for CSL Delaware, and I'm going to start us off with a song. Think about it. There must be higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart, I'll look inside mine. Things can look bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We can walk blind and try to see, falling behind in what could be. But last night fixed that. Yeah! Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. It's that higher love I keep thinking of. Worlds are turning when we're just hanging on. We face our fear and stand out there alone. A yearning, and it's real to me. There must be someone who's feeling for me. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk and we're trying to see. We fell behind in what could be, but now we know. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. We'll rise above on that higher love. I will wait for it. I'm not too late for it. Until then, I'll sing my song to chant the night long. Soul on fire. I could make the sunshine from pure desire. Let me feel that love come over me. Let me feel how strong it can be. Oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Everybody, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. It's that higher love I keep thinking of. Bring me a higher love. Yay! What a day, what a world. We have things to celebrate. And one of them is, even though the song talks about being alone and seeing things not working, we know today and every day and every moment, we have a choice. You are my choice. I love you, my family. And I turn this camera over to thank you for the hearts. I turn the camera over to my dear friend, Mary.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you very much. That was beautiful. What a perfect song to start our celebration today. And right now I would like everyone to join me for just a couple moments of prayer. So closing our eyes, settling into this precious moment right here and right now, knowing there is only one source, one power of all creation. That source is the source of all goodness and love. And I call that source God. God is all there is. Let us breathe into that feeling of the one loving presence. Everything is part of this one love, showing up as something new and different and original. Yet the universal truth is that there is always only this one, and we call this universal oneness God. And as everything in the universe is the creation of God, everything that exists is the divine expression of God's good. That good includes my life, and that includes your life. That includes the life of our country, the life throughout the world. And I know today is such a great day of celebration as we are all expressing God's good and feeling it and seeing it showing up. As I connect with my true nature as a living, breathing, thinking, feeling being of light, I am aware that the light of God is all around me and that the fire of spirit is within me. I go within to experience my connection with the infinite. I breathe into the awareness of my oneness with God, and I open myself to the awareness of any limited thinking patterns, and I am open to learning and growing in this newness, in this new awareness, so that I may come to be the bigger and brighter and greater expression of who I am called to be. As each of us are on our evolutionary journeys of this life together, it is with a great gratitude that I am so grateful for all of you here today to celebrate with us. And I am so grateful for the leadership of Reverend Dr. Kathleen Johnson as she so beautifully shares the message that she has been inspired and divinely guided to share. And I'm so grateful for Sharon bringing her talents today to our celebration, and so grateful for all those who have been showing up in sacred service today, especially Dan and Michelle for their technical expertise. And I'm so grateful for Shaya, who was leading our children's program this morning. Thank you to Shaya. And I am just so grateful for all of you, all of your smiling faces, and all of the light that is coming into the world through each one of us. And it is with a grateful heart that I feel so blessed, and that I bless each one here today. And I let it be. And so it is. And now I'd like to turn this over to Reverend Dr. Kathleen Johnson.
Good morning. Yes, this is a day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be thankful in it. I invite you to repeat this affirmation of truth with me, to really firmly declare and own who we are in truth. So repeat after me. I am that I am.
I am that I am.
My beloved God presence that I am
My beloved God presence that I am.
is moving through me and as me.
Is moving through me and as me.
I invoke the divine presence to fill every cell of my body
I invoke the divine presence to fill every cell of my body
with light,
with light.
to surround me with a pillar of
To
light,
surround me with a pillar of light.
to fill all of my affairs with light.
To fill all my affairs with light.
I allow the pure light and love of the divine
I allow the pure light and love of the divine
to flow from me
to flow from me
and move me
and move me
to be of highest service to all life.
to be of highest service to all of life.
I joyfully bring love and healing
I joyfully bring love and healing
to all beings who enter my field of awareness
to all beings who enter my field of awareness
for the enlightenment of all.
for the enlightenment of all.
And let's say together, yes,
Yes.
and so it
So it
is.
is.
Okay, I'd like to now again I'm introducing to you our dear friend, Dwayne Preston. So Dwayne?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, CSL Delaware. Okay, I'm just waiting a minute for something to go up on the board. And just stand by. Okay, here we go. Okay, we, the Center for Spiritual Living
Delaware, our
welcoming, vibrant, inclusive spiritual community rooted in new thought, ancient wisdom principles. We are here to be the presence of love and to co-create heaven on earth, a world that works for all. Our young spiritual masters met today. Shia is here today to tell us about what they did. Go ahead, Shia. Shia.
Thanks. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to November. This is our season of gratitude. November is one of my favorite months of the entire year, just because we can really focus in on being thankful for all of the wonderful things that we do. So we had that this morning. I had a wonderful guest. Miss Jalen was my friend this morning in our Young Spiritual Masters group. I'm just going to share a little affirmation that we worked on together, and this is really for her. We talked about all of the things that she is thankful for. So we got to write those things down, and she got to decorate it and everything. And then I sent that off to her to remind her what we are thankful for. We will continue our Secret of the Heart of Gratitude for our second session in 2 weeks. And I really do look forward to seeing more friends there. Adults are welcome too with your little ones. It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much. I am so grateful for always having this added opportunity to share with the children. And just really quick, I don't do this just because it's fun and it's joyful and I love it. I do it because I really believe in my heart that it's the children of this world that are going to be the ones that are going to make the difference. And the more that we can open up our hearts to who they are and allow them to be who they are in every moment of their life, and not pushing our thumbs down and saying, no, it's this, no, it's that, because it's not this, it's not that. It's who they are and what they can bring to the world, what gifts they have to share. And that's truly the reason I do this. I really believe in the philosophy of Maria Montessori when she says it's the spirit of the child that grows into the adult. And if we can nurture that spirit, we can change the world and we can create peace on earth through every individual heart. And that is what I'm grateful for today. And again, thank you for letting me do what I love to do. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much, Shia. And yet, just, children they're our future. That's so, so important. And I'm calling you Shia. I apologize. Your name is Shia. Okay, moving right along. Starting this Tuesday, November 10th, Reverend Kathleen Johnson will facilitate a new class called Mental Equivalence. Learn to activate the power law of mental equivalence to create a larger mental image and realize your greatest desires. The class will meet on Zoom for 5 Tuesdays, starting from 6:30 until 9:30 p.m. $45 registration fee is due today. Tuition is $125, and required book is a mental equivalent book by Emmett Fox, and it's only 40 pages long. And scholarships are available. And just let Reverend Kathleen know today if you plan to attend. And Reverend Kathleen told me, she said, you can get that book from Amazon for 99 cents. So I went online and there it was, 99 cents. And somehow or another, it got reduced. I paid 20 cents for it. So that's a deal. All right, moving on to the next item. Our 10th anniversary celebration is November 22nd from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And the theme is Living in Love, a World That Works for All. Our celebration promises to be fun and festive and features a special congratulatory greeting from Dr. Ed Viloon, the spiritual director of Centers for Spiritual Living. Everyone in our community will have a part to play. Free pre-anniversary 10-day countdown event starts this Thursday, November 12th, with the 29 Gifts in 29 Days Challenge. Why join the 29 Gifts in 29 Days Challenge? Because when we give, we focus on what we have to offer others, inviting more abundance and health into our lives. This challenge was created by Cammie Walker, who cured herself of multiple sclerosis by giving away 29 gifts in 29 days. Go to 29gifts.org to learn more. And Marianne will lead this challenge, and you can contact her for more instructions. But in the meantime, let's hear from Marianne.
Thank you, Dwayne. So I just wanted to say the challenge is starting Thursday, the 12th. So that'll be the first of our 29 days, and it ends on December 10th. And this Tuesday, November 10th, before the challenge starts, I'm going to have a Zoom meeting. So if anybody's, I've had a couple people write me with questions like, what kinds of gifts, what can I give? So we're going to have a meeting to just kind of brainstorm different ideas for gifting and set intentions for what we hope to manifest at the end of 29 days. So it could be good health, harmonious relationships, prosperity, better career, whatever it is. This woman cured herself of multiple sclerosis. So it's a pretty powerful program. And it's the season of giving, as Shia was saying, it's season, month of gratitude. So it's an opportunity to give. So if you want to do the Zoom on Tuesday with me, I'll put my email address in the chat. So email me for more information. If you're not able to make Tuesday night, but you're interested, I can send you the link to the recording as well. So let me know if you want to do it, and I'll let you know how we're going to have a little community around doing it. So thank you. I hope you'll all join. Can't hurt, right?
Thank you, Marianne. And then also, if you go to that website, go to 29gifts.org. That's very helpful. I looked at it and it's very helpful. It'll answer some of your questions. Okay, November 15th, according to AARP, 1 minute of anger weakens the immune system for 4 to 5 hours, while 1 minute of laughter boosts the system for 24 hours. Participate in a 30-minute laughter yoga session led by Karen Ziagda. Laughter yoga does not involve yoga poses. It combines laughter with yogic breathing, and it is free, no cost, easy, and fun. Plan to stay on Zoom after service Sunday, November 15th, and feel the joy. People always say that laughter is the best medicine. Well, but when I go to the pharmacy and I ask for some laughter, everybody looks at me weird. Well, moving right along. November 16th, join Deb Chamberlain from 7 to 8:30 p.m. as she leads a powerful exercise for healing and energy balancing with Ho'oponopono prayer and energy tapping, heart brain coherence, and turning into soul essence. Check the newsletter or website for the Zoom login. Science of Mind magazine has a special limited time offer. Purchase a 12-month digital subscription for $14.95. That's just $1.25 a month. Our center will be rewarded $5 for each purchase. Offer ends December 31st, 2020. Refer to our website under the Get Involved tab or our newsletter for details for all CSLDE activities. Now, back to Sharon.
I rise in God. I rise in God. Ooh, I rise in God. God is the way to me. All that I am to be is rising every day in God. I sing of God. I sing of God. Ooh, I sing of God, singing its song through me. All that I am is God's melody. I'm singing every day of God. I yield to God. I yield to God. Ooh, I yield to God, for God is all I see. All that I am is God rising as me. I'm yielding every day of God to God. And when I close my eyes to sleep, I fly in God. I float in God. I grow in God. I rise in God. I rise in God. Ooh, I rise in God. God is the way to me. All that I am to be is rising every day in God. 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 Rising every day. Rising every day. Rising every day in God. Rising every day. Rising every day. Rising every day in God. Rising every day. Rising every day. Rising every day in God. Every single day. It helps. All right. My papers all fell down. So I am in the flow of all things and introducing my dear friend, Kelly.
Thank you, Sharon. Morning. Good morning, everybody. This year's theme is 2020 Spiritual Vision. Our theme for November is Living as Compassionate Conduits. Today's topic is, what is God giving you? Robert A. Russell, in Putting the Prosperity Idea to Work, wrote, The most direct approach to prosperity is through the absolute. If it is true of God, it must be true in manifestation. God is all in all. God is both desire and fulfillment, prayer and its answer, idea and its manifestation. And David Spangler, in the Laws of Manifestation, wrote, "We are not training you in manifestation. We are training you to recognize manifestation. There is quite a difference. We are not training you to be able to produce things. We are training you to recognize the eternal process of production that is all about you, so that you can do it, because you are it." Let's affirm with gratefulness together. I am so grateful that I am fully supported by God. And now, the beloved Reverend Kathleen.
Thank you, Kelly. Those are two very inspiring quotes that give us a whole different perspective on this thing called manifestation. So it is my intention today to get really clear on what is required to align with the abundant flow of the universe. So what is God giving to you and what is God giving to me? Well, it's nothing less than the entire field of all possibility and all potentiality, which is the mind of God. We literally live, move, and have our being in it, and we are of it. We are it, individualized. It is so important to get that concept of unity and oneness. We talk about it all the time, but my encouragement today is that you consciously own it with me as we move through this message today. We also are given universal law, and it's not just some law, some of the law. It's the all-powerful, all-creative, universal law of mind that is the servant to the spirit. This is what Ernest Holmes teaches us, and this is what I found to be true. It takes the impress of our thought. We're like surrounded by it. We're filled with it. Takes the impress of our thought, our intention, our attention, our word, all that where we're focused, takes it and brings it into manifestation. And again, that's another concept that I'm inviting all of you to own, to truly own it, embody it. So all of this may sound like it's too good to be true. I mean, I hear you. You look around and you see maybe how things are happening for yourself and other people. But truly the liberation, the spiritual liberation of humanity depends on these concepts of unity. Unity with the all potentiality and all possibility of the universal mind. Unity with this all-powerful creative law. So ownership. That's what I'm inviting us all to do. So our quality of life then depends on it. The quality of life of our own individual lives and of our planet and of all humanity and all of the animals and plants and everything that reside on this planet. So what am I asking you to own? I'm asking you to own your divine nature. And it involves these three principles that I'm going to be going into today. So the first is owning that if it's true about God, it's true about me. Owning that expressing our truth is the direct route to prosperity. Expressing our truth. So owning our truth and also expressing our truth. That's using the universal power through our thoughts and our minds and our beliefs. The final one is owning that the universe is fully supporting you in all ways. Always. Always. Not just some of the time, always. So, first point, let us take ownership that if it's true about God, it's true about me. So just say that with me. If it's true about God, it's true about me. Michelle?
If it's true about God, it's true about me.
There we go. That's our first thing to own. So again, if God is infinite supply and all possibility, we are that. If God is creator, we are centers of divine creative activity. We are full participators in creation. Do we want to do it unconsciously by just repeating our patterns of the past, or do we want to do it consciously? Yeah, consciously, of course. So how about things in the manifest world? So I brought something here today for you. I brought roses, and I brought a very large denominational bill. Money, roses and money. So of course, I'm going to ask you which one is more spiritual. So think about it, money or roses, which one's more spiritual? Well, if you get the concept of oneness, you understand that yes, one may have a higher frequency than the other. We do understand there's levels of consciousness. But the truth is, it's all spirit, it's all God. So nothing is more spiritual ultimately than anything else. Everything is made, everything is an idea, and ideas made manifest. Let me put this back down. Everything's made out of the one substance. There's only one substance from which everything in the universe is made. And that substance is the substance of God. So everything is spiritual. We live in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual law with spiritual manifestation. Again, so important to get this, to understand how the laws of prosperity work. So everything then in manifest form, this microphone, the camera there, this desk, our bodies, are ideas made manifest. Where do ideas come from? From the one universal mind. So just as the oak tree is inherent in the acorn, the manifestations in our world are inherent in the ideas. Ideas become flesh when we focus on them, when we water them with our faith and with our attention. So that includes not only our ideas, our thoughts, our words, our prayers. They're all thought seeds that have the manifestation inherent in them. So here's the punchline, and this is very important in order to receive that flow of infinite abundance that God is giving us, has already given us in truth. When you think of yourself as spiritual and something like money as non-spiritual, what are you doing? Remember, words become flesh. You're separating yourself from money. However, when you realize that money is a spiritual idea made manifest, then you are unifying. You're allowing the universe to give you that flow of money that is yours. So money is easily expressed when we understand what it is in truth, a manifestation of a spiritual idea. Think about why money was created to begin with. It's a form of exchange. We can think of it as a form of exchange of love. And you know, we talk about money is in circulation. We want to have it circulate through our lives, not hold on to it and grip onto it, but continue that flow and that circulation. That's why it's so perfect that Marianne is starting this 29 gifts in 29 days, because it's a great opportunity to understand the law of giving and receiving and how that expands your good. So the second principle that I am encouraging you to own, let's take full ownership of the truth that expressing our truth is the direct route to prosperity. I guess this would be a good time to talk about the 29 gifts. Expressing our truth. So it's not only in our actions, though, it's in our words. And because we are centers of divine operation, again, our words become flesh. So it's important that we become great observers of what flows through our minds and out of our mouths and in our actions. Are we in alignment with the truth of prosperity and abundance, which is the truth about God? Are we out of alignment with it? Well, the beautiful thing about observation, self-observation, is we can, when we notice ourselves getting off track, we can step right back into the flow by correcting our thoughts. So that means things like, I can't, we can shift into, I can. Things like, I'm not enough, to realizing that God is enough, and I am one with God, I am of God, therefore I am enough. Or shifting from I don't have enough to I have enough because I have the all possibility and all potentiality of the universe. Remember, those are in the form of ideas. And to catch those ideas, it's important to keep reminding ourselves of that truth and taking time in meditation and focusing our prayers and our words on that truth. So the only way that we limit the abundant flow, my friends, is by limited thinking, limited beliefs. And those can be changed by choice. What the mind has created, the human mind has created in terms of limitation, can be uncreated by focusing on spiritual truth. So there are actually two ways to strengthen our faith in our divine nature and our faith in the power of our words. And the basic level is actually what's called the 3 Ps. The first one is princes or princesses, wanting to manifest princes or princesses. That means the right relationship, correct? Palaces, that means homes, possessions, things like that. And the last one is parking spaces, the 3 Ps. So this is actually a very important step. When we learn how to master this first step, then we are able to move on to the next step. So the first step is really about, it's like a video game where you continue to practice your skills over and over again until you master a certain level and you move on to the next level. Well, we do that through prayer, through affirmations, through visualizing, until we master the laws of manifestation. And then we're ready to move on to the next level. This is the advanced level. That's the basic level. This is the advanced level. The advanced level is we move beyond getting, thinking something is outside of us that we have to get, to expressing our truth, which means sharing our light from within outward. And it means with a focus on being in service to the planet. Being in service to the planet. So it's a shift from getting to giving, right? And it's participating in the law of giving and receiving, but we're seeing it from a different level. It doesn't mean that we just give and burn ourselves out, but it's an understanding that there is this beautiful continuous flow that if we allow it, we continue to get a flow of ideas, and the ideas become manifest, and we can become a witness of this amazing creative process flowing in us, through us, and as us. We are literally becoming shining lights like the sun. So I'd like to offer this meditation. It's actually modified a bit from one by David Spangler that will help you with this shift from getting, manifesting into that place of being a beneficial presence. So if you close your eyes, I'd like you to lead you in that now. And take a breath. Relax as you exhale slowly, closing your eyes, just going deeper, dropping into your hearts and all the way down into your bellies. Just bringing your full attention completely into the body temple. And let's use our imaginations. Let's imagine. Let's imagine yourself inside a dark house in a bathing suit, and it's chilly. It's cold and chilly in this house. And so you suddenly get the idea, an intention to step outside because you know it's warm. And of course, today we know it's going to be really warm, so we can imagine this today. We step outside in our bathing suit. And we see the lounge chair, and we sit in the lounge chair and begin to bask in the sun and to receive the beneficial rays of the sun, the warmth of the sun, the light of the sun. And then we notice that the trees around us are doing the same. They have their branches spread out and they're receiving the sun. They're basking in the sun. So just imagine that. And then I'm inviting you to go to the next level, to imagine yourself merging with the sun, becoming the sun, and radiating your light, your creativity to the solar panels that convert themselves into energy, and raining down this light on the people who are absorbing the sun, and nurturing all of the trees and the grass and the animals all over the planet. So you have just made this beautiful shift from sunbather to being the sun. And now I'd like you to bring your attention back into this time-space reality. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. So there we have it. The basic level of manifestation is about intending the warmth, taking action to step into the light, and accepting the rays of the sun. And it's an important step. And the advanced level then is to think of ourselves as the sun, the creativity of the sun that nurtures and benefits everything around it. So this advanced level is spoken to very beautifully by Wallace Wattles. Many of you know of his book, The Science of Getting Rich. Well, he has another book called Financial Success. And he said that in order, well, anyway, he's talking about this idea of creative contributors. It's like being the sun. He said, people must be taught to become prosperous by creation, not by competition. By creation, not by competition. He said, everybody who becomes prosperous by competition throws down behind them a ladder by which they rise that keeps others down. But every person who prospers by creation opens a way for thousands to follow them and inspires them to do so. In other words, radiates like the sun, allowing the flow of prosperity to move through them, and particularly when they share their ideas like Wallace Wattles did. So we as a country are in a very powerful place right now of making this shift from competition to collaboration, creation, which collaboration and cooperation are part of. Co-creation. I love it. Think about it. The way to be living conduits of compassion, living conduits of creation, is truly co-creation. And that's why I continue to go back over and over again to our overall mission as a community is to be the presence of love, co-creating heaven on earth, a world that works not just for some, but for all. That takes collaboration. That takes co-creation. It means letting go of the old paradigm of competition. So the final principle that I'm inviting you to own in order to fully step into your divine nature is this: nothing is against you. In truth, life, which is another name for God, which is another name for source of all that is 100% for you in all ways, always, always. So I have a story to share with you. It's a story about a policeman who was heading home after a very long, challenging day, challenged with a succession of difficult people, a mountain of frustrating paperwork, and all he wanted to do was to get home, kick back, have a nice meal, and enjoy a ball game. So as he neared home, he was startled when a vehicle came careening toward him, barely missing him, was just like around a corner, barely missing him, and yelled out, "Pig!" Well, that ignited whatever was residual there, his fury. He was so angry, he slammed on his brakes, and just as he went around the corner, he took a look and he went, "Oh my gosh." There in the middle of the road was a large pig. How often do you make assumptions that the universe or someone is against you when in truth they are for you? I know I've done that myself, and it's a really important lesson to always assume the best, always assume the best. And that's such a great reminder. That story is a great reminder of this truth. So it's important then to own. In fact, how different would your life be if you truly owned that life is for you and not against you? Life is for you. It's not against you. That is a really important principle to own, to stand in our divine nature and to be open to the flow of the all good that has already been given to us. So, in conclusion, what is God giving you? I trust that you know the answer. All possibility, all potentiality, all abundance in the form of ideas, that are made manifest. So we need to move beyond those ideas, those thoughts of limitation, and cut out the I can't, or I'm not enough, or I'm worthless, or I don't deserve. All of that nonsense, self-induced nonsense, that's the true meaning of sin. When we miss the mark and we believe in this nonsense, it's time to let go of all that and change our I can't into I can. Our why is this happening to me to how can I serve? How can I serve? And to let ourselves fully and completely own then the spiritual truth of who we are. To show up as the presence of God, to be that shining light, to be the co-creator of this vast and amazing manifestation of God on this planet. And so I'm knowing that we do have a very bright future. And it's really important that we align with that truth and that we end the divisiveness in this country and truly come together as one human family, co-creating heaven on earth, a world that works for all. I love you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. And I would like to introduce to you again, Sharon.
Thank you, Reverend Kathleen. Excellent reminders. I was going to have the little Post-it notes today and then stick them on my forehead and have them facing in, saying all different kinds of things. You gave me lots of things for my Post-it notes today. One power, one power. There's one power invisible, and we see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and we speak of it with every word we say. Mysterious until we know the truth. It's as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or Heaven's Door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. It's one power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. Oh, but difference only dangerous when we forget that in our hearts we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or Heaven's Door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. It's one power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration, the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for the love that's most deep. It's one power. Oh, it's one power. It's the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. It's one power, everyone. One power, one power. It's one power, one power, one power, one power. It's one power. That is a fun song to do a cappella. Thank you for the opportunity. Blessings, everyone. I would like to return the sound, thank you, to our beloved Dwayne.
Hello again, everybody. Well, Mary Kegelman is our volunteer of the month for the month of November. As a practitioner, she has just demonstrated she's a meditation leader and an invocation presenter this morning. Mary is also engaged with the CSL Board of Regents, assisting Reverend Kay in planning classes and events. She's instrumental in the creation of the portable rainbow labyrinth used during Peace Week. She's a leader champion of our children, youth and family ministry. She gives support to our young spiritual masters teacher, Shia Stone. She assists with monthly gatherings led by Reverend Dr. Bill Marcioni. She co-leads our monthly spiritual growth circle and Dr. Amy Shaw. She has taught, co-taught, and assisted in various classes. And finally, her outside volunteer interests are with the Women's Philanthropic Educational Organization, which is the acronym POE, and secretary of the Delaware State Board. Ooh, I'm just wondering, when does she have time for herself and for her family? Ooh, me. Oh, I have to add one more thing. Her volunteerism affected me personally. In 2018, while in the process of moving, I ran into some major difficulty. Guess who volunteered to assist? No need to say her name. She, her husband, and a friend of theirs saved my life, so to speak. Thank you, Mary, for all you have done and are doing for CSLDE. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yes, I am just really so honored to be able to use my talents and gifts and to be working with all of you in just doing the things that I love to do. And Dwayne, you were a big help in helping me get my mother's house cleared out.
I'm glad I could help.
A couple years ago. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mary. Okay, moving right along. Are you feeling blessed by Spirit's love and teachings of spiritual principles working through our spiritual community? Go to the CSLDE homepage and click on the PayPal button or send CSLDE a check to express your gratefulness. We deeply appreciate your support, knowing that you give as an expression of divine love and comes back to you multiplied. You may also contribute to the CSLDE Benevolence Fund to support members of our community who are financially challenged during this time of COVID-19. 5 individuals have already been blessed by your contributions to this fund. Mark your donation, Benevolent Fund. And if you would like to receive financial support from this fund, please contact any member of the Board of Trustees. If you want prayer with Mary, write prayer in the chat and Michelle would put you in the breakout room. You can also send your prayer request by phone or mail to Peggy Frymoyer, and the practitioners will pray for you for 1 week. And now back to Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Mary. You are a bright light here and we love you so much. So it's time for our birthdays. We have November birthdays. I happen to be a November baby. Could you tell? Quadruple water sign here. I send out our birthday congratulations and wishes to so many wonderful folks here. Dwayne had his birthday on the 1st. Happy birthday, Dwayne. Michelle's is on the 11th. Virgie's is on the 12th. Mine is on the 17th. And if you are also a part of a November birthday, the November birthday bunch, put your name in the chat and we will energetically add you into this song. So everybody, let's sing happy birthday. Ready? For all our November beloveds. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you and me. Happy birthday, dear Virgie, Michelle, Dwayne, Sharon, and everyone else who has a birthday then. Happy birthday to you and many more. Yay, Scorpios rule. Scorpios love. Scorpios rock. All right. Thank you very much. So our last congregational, God is my source and yours. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Everybody. He's my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. And so does love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. And joy, joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. And we take a step up and we go to peace. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. And we're with God again. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Last time. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my source. And Brian had a birthday too. Happy birthday, Brian! And beloveds, we return to our spiritual director and our friend, Reverend Kathleen.
All right. Thank you so much, Sharon. So everybody just join me in concluding prayer by affirming our spiritual truth. Perfect God within me.
Perfect God within me.
Perfect life within me, which is God.
Perfect life within me, which is God.
Come forth into expression through me.
Come forth into expression through me.
As that which I am.
As that which I am.
Lead me ever on the path of all-inclusive love.
Lead me ever on the path of all-inclusive love.
And cause me to see.
And cause me to see.
The infinite good.
The infinite good.
Let's breathe, accept, and truly own it, my friends. And let's say together, yes, and so it is. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, everybody. I guess Michelle is going to include everybody. We can all say hi to one another.